we've been through a 15, 20-year period of deregulation, and we're going into a period of re-regulation. So yes, the imperative to do business across borders will be no less, but I think some of the obstacles may be a little greater, and we're about removing those the obstacles that create that friction.
One of the challenges within that space is currency and how you deal with multiple currency transactions in one country. So I think there's a requirement, need, aspiration maybe for a tool that allows vendors to perhaps choose the currency they want to get paid in, not necessarily by us, but by the vehicle that's providing the invoicing solution, for example. So I think that's one thing. The other impact in that whole process then becomes tax, and I think that's only going to become more complicated, and we need to have more robust solutions as to how we deal with those tax calculations and matrices. And then the third impact is going to be, depending on what it is you're shipping into countries, I think there's going to be increased scrutiny around cross-border physical transactions, not necessarily payment, but the ability to move and or deliver certain goods into certain territories, depending on what it is that's being delivered.
The impact is rather caused, I think, by the potential root causes of a lot of the disruption we see today, and that is first of all a technological disruption, and secondly also a global economic crisis still letting itself feel, which is of course leading treasuries, countries, governments facing budgetary scrutiny, and those lead treasuries to a situation where they need to collect more, and they need to collect more effectively. So they'll move to electronic auditing, they'll move to data mining, they'll move to exchange of information. All that puts an additional burden on companies in terms of what they need to provide to the authorities and with which frequency. And if you don't adapt yourself to be able to do that in a agile manner, then you'll just potentially transmit whatever without knowing what you're actually transmitting and or making sure that you're comfortable with what you're transmitting, as in does it reflect my business as I think I'm running it.
I think in terms of how businesses are going to do business, I think the big imperative is going to be a further fragmentation of the value chain. So the value chains of 1990 might have had only a couple of links in them. What technology does is to allow you to slice value chains into smaller and smaller segments and look at solutions for each one. And technology has driven that.